So how do we do it? Technology. We're almost done. I won't bore you with technology because it's the solutions that are the really interesting part. But you can't get to them unless you've got the right building blocks in place. I promise you this is not a sales pitch. This is just plain truth. The first thing you need is a reasonably modern member registry system. You need something that is going to be able to act as the central repository of those pieces of information, that inside data about your members. Right? Now, most of them already have that, but they have to be extensible and modern in order to be able to hold all those data sets that you need about that individual, some of that inside data. And because it doesn't exist on its own, because a core registry system is not capable of addressing these sorts of challenges, it needs to be open and connectable. You have to easily make it fit within an ecosystem, a technology ecosystem. It has to be highly configurable. If you need to go back to core code changes and software development life cycles in order to release new product and new capability to the market, then you will be dead in the water. Other people are modernising, they're modernising fast, and they will be able to adapt to the behavioural preferences of your members faster than you can. So you need to have this core modern capability as a starting point, and then we wrap things around it. Primarily these are experience systems, and I use that term to encapsulate quite a few different pieces here, and you see it on the slides. It's your call centre, your IVR systems, the tools that generate correspondence, whether it's printed correspondence, SMS, email, whether you issue one piece of correspondence that's the same for everybody, or whether you slice and dice it in terms of look and feel and content based on the different segments that you deal with. The websites, the mobile apps, the reporting engines, all of these pieces that get wrapped around that core registry to provide interaction capability with your members. So when you do find those moments that matter, you can reach out and you can be there for them with the right sort of offering, the right capability at just the right time. They have to share effectively the same characteristics as your core registry system. They must be modern, configurable, open and connectable. All of those things will lead to agility so that you can react quickly. These are the tools that effectively capture all of that big data, lay over the top of them and start trawling for correlations, trends, insights into those behaviours, and then being able to react to them. And you can see how we would have your core registry at the centre, the experience systems on the outside, all learning from your analytics and then reacting, sending the email, sending an SMS out to a mobile device, choosing different content based on the different device preference for each individual member, so that they receive the message that's just right for them at just the right time, and the capability to execute on that message. There's a lot of scaled advice tools out there at the moment. Trust me, I've been through them in signing up for your products, and they're fantastic because they get you to a point, and I had a great slide on this, we had to drop it out, but it had this alarming red line on it that said, I'm going to be old and poor and hungry and cold, and it just terrified me. But I couldn't do anything about it. You know, okay, close, let's see what's on the web. And that was the end of that experience. If I had have had the capability right there, right then, to execute, get me more insurance, send an email off to my payroll department to say, okay, look, I want 10% of my salary to go in. Right? They might not do it because that could lead to a little bit of fraud there. But the payroll department might call me up. The email might just say, call John. He wants to do something about his additional contributions. So, yeah, right. And then I'm engaged. I'm doing something. Human beings are lazy. We can't deal with complexity. Right? We are just simple machines that think about eating and sleeping mostly. Right? There's a few other things, but I won't mention them in this context, of course. But our job as an industry is to reach out and find those moments that matter in a way that makes life simple and easy. And if you do it, you're going to find that you'll have delighted customers. Right? They will be delighted. I am delighted that that super fund allowed me to enter in an email address for my payroll department because I did something. I took some action and it was really, really easy. Fantastic. And now they're getting my money. I'm protected in my retirement, hopefully. Hope that all goes well. Everybody wins out of that scenario. And I'm delighted. So when you're preparing for this engagement activity within your fund, firstly, think carefully about what it actually means for you. Have you bothered to actually write it down and define it carefully so that you can measure it? And how are you going to measure it as it happens? Look at your IT capability. Is it open, modern, agile, connectable, configurable? As you want to add new products, take products away, new offerings, are these systems able to cheaply and effectively roll out that capability? And great, if it works, fantastic. You've done a great job. If it doesn't, can you turn it off and take it away at a low cost? Do you have that capability at the moment? If you do, if you don't, then you need to be looking at how you're positioned to get it. Lastly, start small, but start with great and large ambition. If you can just do one thing and do it really well, and you get a great response from it, like that example, really simple. Email address, payroll department, signed up. Very small, very low cost, very effective. And if you can understand the behaviour of your members, then you can be there for them at just the right time, with just the right offer, in just the right way to get them to engage. If we do manage to get that right, then my boy's probably going to be all right. And I'll get a lot of comfort out of that. He will too. But I don't want to be flippant about this. He's just one. There's millions of us out there. Millions of people relying on you to get these engagement experiences right. You can make a real difference to people's lives by getting engagement right. Being there at the right time, in the right place, with just the right capability. They might even end up happy. Thanks very much.